Begging in any form is a sign of desperation. Whether it is begging for love, attention, opportunities, or success, it lowers a person's value and self-respect. When you beg, you place yourself in a position of weakness, relying on others for validation, approval, or assistance instead of believing in your own capabilities. This mindset does not lead to growth. It only reinforces the idea that you are not enough on your own. True confidence and success come from knowing your worth and working hard rather than pleading for what should naturally come to you. Many people fall into the habit of begging without realizing it. They constantly ask for someone's time, attention, or affection, thinking that persistence will make the other person value them. But the truth is, the more you beg, the less you are respected. People appreciate those who know their worth and do not desperately seek validation from others. Instead of begging, it is better to walk away from situations where you are not valued. The right people and opportunities will come when you focus on self-improvement rather than trying to convince others to see your worth. Begging is also common in careers and ambitions. Some people spend their lives asking for chances instead of creating their own. They wait for someone to give them a break instead of working hard and proving themselves. Success does not come from pleading with others to recognize your talent. It comes from dedication, effort, and perseverance. The most successful people in the world did not beg for success, they worked for it. They kept moving forward even when doors were closed in their faces. They built their own paths instead of waiting for someone to show them the way. In relationships, begging for love or attention is one of the biggest mistakes a person can make. Love should be mutual and freely given, not something that has to be begged for. If you have to constantly remind someone to care about you, reply to your messages, or spend time with you, then they do not truly value you. A relationship should be based on mutual respect, not one-sided effort. Walking away from people who do not see your worth is a sign of strength, not weakness. It shows that you respect yourself enough to not settle for less than you deserve. Another area where people tend to beg is in friendships. Many individuals feel the need to constantly prove themselves to their friends, thinking that if they do not try hard enough, they will be left out. They go out of their way to please others, even if it means sacrificing their own happiness. But true friendship does not require begging. Real friends appreciate and respect you for who you are. They do not need constant reminders of your presence. If you have to chase people to be in your life, then they are not worth your time. The most powerful way to live is with confidence and self-respect. Instead of begging, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Work on your skills, improve your mindset, and grow as a person. When you stop seeking validation from others and start believing in yourself, you naturally attract the right people and opportunities. The key is to be independent, to know your worth, and to never lower your standards just to fit into someone else's life. At the end of the day, no one respects a beggar, whether it is for love, attention, or success. People respect those who carry themselves with confidence, who know what they bring to the table, and who are willing to walk away from anything that does not serve them. The moment you stop begging and start focusing on yourself, your life will change for the better. Instead of pleading for what you want, work for it. Instead of asking for validation, believe in yourself. When you do that, you will never have to beg for anything ever again. Chasing after people, opportunities, or success often leads to exhaustion and disappointment. When you chase something, you put yourself in a position of desperation, constantly running after things that may not even be meant for you. The more you chase, the more you push things away, because true value is never found in running after something that does not come willingly. Instead of chasing, the key to a fulfilling life is attraction. Becoming the kind of person who naturally draws the right people, opportunities, and success. Many people waste their time chasing after individuals who do not value them, whether it is a friend who ignores them, a person who does not reciprocate their feelings, or a group they want to fit into. The effort of constantly proving themselves only makes them seem less valuable. The harsh reality is that if you have to chase someone to be in your life, they are not meant to be there. People who truly care about you will stay without you having to run after them. They will respect and appreciate you because real connections do not require convincing. The same applies to chasing after success. Many people believe that constantly running behind their dreams without strategy or self-improvement will lead them to achievement. But success does not come from restless pursuit. It comes from consistency, preparation, and patience. Those who chase blindly often burn out, while those who focus on self-growth naturally attract success. When you build your skills, improve your knowledge, and stay committed to your work, success follows you instead of you having to run behind it. Chasing also creates a mindset of scarcity. When you chase, you act as if there are limited opportunities, relationships, or chances for success. And if you do not grab them now, you will miss out forever. But the truth is, life is abundant. There will always be more opportunities, more people who appreciate you, and more chances to succeed. The key is to remain patient and trust that what is truly meant for you will come at the right time. Desperation pushes things away, while confidence and patience bring them closer. Another problem with chasing is that it often leads to losing oneself. When people are too focused on pursuing something or someone, they forget their own value and identity. They mold themselves to fit other people's expectations or try too hard to impress. But in doing so, they lose the very essence that makes them unique. Instead of chasing others, it is better to focus on self-improvement and let the right things be drawn to your authentic self. The most powerful way to live is to stop running after things and start attracting them. Attraction happens when you develop yourself, build confidence, and create a life that naturally draws the right people and opportunities. The more you focus on growth rather than chasing, the more things fall into place effortlessly. Instead of pursuing someone who does not value you, focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and the right people will come. Instead of running after success, improve your skills and mindset, and opportunities will find you. Life becomes easier when you stop chasing and start believing in your own worth. The things meant for you will never require you to exhaust yourself to keep them. The right people, opportunities, and success will come when you align yourself with your true purpose. Desperation repels, but self-respect attracts. Instead of chasing, trust that what is truly yours will come when you are ready for it. Until then, keep growing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself, because when you do, you will never have to chase anything again. It will come to you. Focusing on yourself is one of the most important things you can do in life. Too often, people spend their time worrying about others, what they think, what they do, and how they feel, while neglecting their own growth and happiness. When you shift your focus inward and start prioritizing yourself, everything changes. You gain confidence, find clarity, and build the kind of life that attracts the right people and opportunities. Instead of seeking validation from others, you learn to create your own sense of fulfillment. Many people waste time trying to please others, constantly adjusting their behavior to fit into social groups, relationships, or expectations. They seek approval and fear rejection, thinking that if they do not meet other standards, they will not be valued. But the truth is, the only approval that truly matters is your own. No matter how much you try, you can never please everyone. Some people will always have something negative to say, and some will never appreciate your efforts. Instead of chasing validation, focus on being the best version of yourself. When you are true to who you are, the right people will naturally be drawn to you. Self-focus does not mean being selfish or ignoring the needs of others. It means making yourself a priority and ensuring that you are mentally, emotionally, and physically well. It means setting boundaries with people who drain your energy, walking away from toxic situations, and saying no when something does not align with your values. When you take care of yourself first, you are in a better position to help others in a healthy and meaningful way. One of the biggest benefits of focusing on yourself is personal growth. When you stop comparing yourself to others and start working on your own goals, you become unstoppable. Instead of feeling jealous of someone else's success, use it as motivation to improve your own life. Read more, learn new skills, exercise, set goals, and challenge yourself. Growth does not happen when you are constantly distracted by others. It happens when you dedicate time and effort to becoming better than you were yesterday. Another important aspect of focusing on yourself is emotional independence. Many people rely on others to make them feel happy, loved, or important. They feel empty when they are alone and constantly seek attention to fill the void. But true happiness comes from within. When you learn to enjoy your own company, pursue your passions, and find joy in the little things, you no longer depend on others for your sense of self-worth. This makes you stronger and more confident in any situation. Focusing on yourself also means letting go of unnecessary drama. When you stop getting involved in gossip, arguments, or trying to prove yourself to others, life becomes much simpler. You realize that not everything requires a reaction, and you do not need to explain yourself to anyone. Instead of wasting energy on negativity, use it to build something meaningful. The more you focus on your own journey, the less affected you are by what others say or do. In relationships, self-focus is key to maintaining balance. Many people lose themselves in relationships by prioritizing their partner's needs over their own. They forget their own dreams, hobbies, and individuality. But a healthy relationship consists of two whole individuals, not two halves completing each other. When you focus on your own growth and happiness, you bring more value to your relationships and maintain your sense of identity. At the end of the day, your life is your responsibility. No one else is going to make your dreams come true, build your confidence, or create happiness for you. The more you focus on yourself, the stronger, wiser, and more independent you become. Instead of worrying about others, worrying about opinions, or wasting time on things that do not serve you, turn that energy inward. Improve yourself, take care of yourself, and watch how your life transforms. The moment you start prioritizing yourself, everything falls into place. Success is the most powerful response to doubt, criticism, and negativity. Many people waste their energy trying to prove themselves through words, explanations, and arguments, but true validation comes from achievement. When you succeed, you do not need to convince anyone of your worth. Your accomplishments speak for themselves. Instead of responding to negativity with words, respond with results. When you focus on your goals and work hard in silence, your success becomes the loudest statement you can make. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to explain their dreams to those who do not believe in them. They spend hours defending their ambitions, justifying their choices, and seeking approval from people who may never understand. But the truth is, not everyone will support you, and not everyone needs to. Success is not about proving others wrong with words. It is about proving yourself right with actions. Instead of arguing with doubters, use their disbelief as motivation to push harder and achieve more. Success speaks louder because it cannot be denied. People may criticize you, question your abilities, or underestimate your potential, but once you succeed, their words become meaningless. When you achieve your goals, the same people who once doubted you will be the ones who admire or envy you. The best revenge against negativity is massive success. It shows that while others wasted time doubting you, you were busy building something meaningful. Many people talk about success, but few take real action. They make big promises, set ambitious goals, and talk endlessly about their future plans, but they never take the necessary steps to turn those words into reality. Success does not come from empty words. It comes from discipline, consistency, and effort. The most successful people in the world do not waste time trying to impress others with talk. They let their achievements do the talking. If you want to be successful, stop telling people what you are going to do and start showing them through your results. Another reason success speaks louder is that it earns genuine respect. People do not respect excuses, explanations, or promises. They respect results. When you consistently deliver excellence, you build a reputation that speaks for itself. You no longer need to convince people of your capabilities because your track record proves it. Whether in academics, business, sports, or any other field, those who succeed command respect without having to ask for it. Success also silences insecurity and self-doubt. Many people struggle with feelings of inadequacy, constantly questioning whether they are good enough. but every achievement, no matter how small, builds confidence. The more you succeed, the more you believe in yourself, and the less you need external validation. When you focus on progress instead of seeking approval, you develop unshakable self-belief. Moreover, success creates opportunities. When you prove yourself through results, doors open naturally. People want to work with winners, learn from achievers, and associate with those who deliver excellence. Success attracts success, and the more you accomplish, the more opportunities come your way. Instead of chasing recognition, focus on achieving your goals, and recognition will follow. At the end of the day, actions will always be more powerful than words. Talk is cheap and opinions change, but success is undeniable. If you truly want to make an impact, stop explaining yourself and start executing your plans. Let your success be your voice, let your achievements tell your story, and let your results make the loudest statement of all. In a world full of noise, true success is the only thing that truly speaks. Texting has become one of the most common ways to communicate, but many people misuse it in ways that harm their self-respect and emotional well-being. People often over-text, send messages to those who do not value them, and wait anxiously for replies that may never come. They text to seek validation, to keep someone in their life, or to fill an emotional void. But the reality is, if you have to constantly text someone to maintain a connection, then that connection is not real. Relationships, whether friendships, family bonds, or romantic connections, should not rely on one-sided effort. If you are always the one initiating conversations, always waiting for replies, or always feeling ignored, then you need to step back and reevaluate the situation. One of the biggest mistakes people make is texting someone who does not respond with the same level of interest. If someone truly cares, they will make time to reply. If they constantly ignore your messages, reply late, or give you short, uninterested responses, it is a sign that they do not value the conversation. Instead of trying harder or sending more messages in hopes of getting their attention, the best thing to do is stop texting. If they truly care, they will notice your absence and reach out. If they don't, then you have your answer. They were never truly interested in the first place. Many people also use texting as a way to chase attention. They send multiple messages to someone who does not reply, thinking that being persistent will make them care. But this only lowers their value. No one respects someone who is always available, always waiting, and always trying to force a conversation. The people who are truly valued are the ones who know their worth and do not waste their time on one-sided efforts. If someone is ignoring you, the best response is silence. Let them wonder why you stopped texting, instead of making it clear that you are always there. Another problem with excessive texting is that it creates a false sense of connection. Just because you talk to someone frequently over text does not mean they genuinely care about you. Many people reply out of boredom, habit, or politeness, not because they truly value the conversation. Real connections are built through meaningful interactions, not through constant texting. If someone only texts you when they are bored or need something, but never makes an effort to spend real time with you, then they are not a true friend or partner. Texting should never be a source of stress or insecurity. If you find yourself overthinking every message, waiting anxiously for replies, or feeling bad when someone does not respond, then it is a sign that you are giving too much importance to something that does not deserve it. The healthiest mindset is to text when necessary, reply when you have time, and never let your self-worth be determined by whether someone responds or not. The right people will always communicate with you without you having to overthink or beg for their attention. The best approach is to match people's energy. If someone takes hours to reply, you do not need to respond instantly. If someone gives short answers, do not write long messages. If someone never initiates a conversation, stop always being the one to start it. Let people show you through their actions whether they truly value your presence in their life. If they do, they will make an effort. If they don't, then you are better off without them. At the end of the day, your time and energy are valuable. Do not waste them on people who do not appreciate them. Texting should be a tool for communication, not a means to beg for attention or chase after people who do not care. When you stop texting those who ignore you and focus on those who truly value you, life becomes much more peaceful. The people who truly want to be in your life will always find a way to stay without you having to remind them through constant messages. Life is not about playing games with people, whether in relationships, friendships, or opportunities. Many individuals engage in mind games, manipulation, and unnecessary drama to gain attention, control situations, or test others. However, these tactics do not lead to genuine connections or long-term success. Instead, they create confusion, dishonesty, and emotional exhaustion. The best way to live is to be honest, straightforward, and authentic. When you stop playing games, you attract the right people, build strong relationships, and earn genuine respect. One of the most common areas where people play games is in relationships. Some individuals deliberately ignore messages, delay responses, or act uninterested to make the other person chase them. Others create unnecessary jealousy, give mixed signals, or withhold affection to maintain control. These mind games might seem like they give power in the short term, but in reality, they lead to distrust and emotional damage. A strong relationship is built on honesty, not manipulation. If someone truly cares, they will be open and direct. If they play games, it shows insecurity and immaturity. The best thing you can do is refuse to engage in such behavior and walk away from those who do. Friendships are another area where games often take place. Some people pretend to be friends, but secretly compete, gossip, or act differently depending on the situation. True friendship is not about playing tricks or testing loyalty. It is about mutual respect and support. If a friend constantly makes you feel uncertain, doubts your intentions, or tries to manipulate situations, they are not a real friend. The best friendships are based on trust, where both people feel comfortable being themselves without fear of being judged or deceived. Instead of wasting energy on fake friendships filled with games, focus on surrounding yourself with people who are genuine, kind, and honest. People also play games in professional and social settings. Some individuals use flattery, fake kindness, or false promises to get ahead. Others manipulate situations, take credit for others' work, or try to bring others down to make themselves look better. While these tactics may work temporarily, they do not lead to real success. True success comes from hard work, integrity, and building strong, respectful connections. Those who play games often find themselves alone in the end because people eventually see through their deception. Being honest, reliable, and consistent will always take you further than any trick or shortcut. A major problem with playing games is that it wastes time and energy. Instead of focusing on personal growth, meaningful relationships, and genuine success, people get caught up in unnecessary drama. They spend hours overanalyzing situations, trying to control others' actions, or proving a point. But life is too short for such distractions. When you stop playing games and start focusing on what truly matters, everything becomes clearer. You no longer have to guess people's intentions, worry about unnecessary drama, or feel exhausted by mind games. You free yourself from stress and surround yourself with people who are real and honest. The best way to live is with sincerity. If you care about someone, show it. If you respect someone, be clear about it. If something is not working, communicate directly instead of creating confusion. This approach may not always be easy, but it is the only way to build strong, meaningful relationships and a life filled with peace and trust. Those who appreciate honesty will stay, and those who rely on games will naturally fade away. At the end of the day, respect is earned through truth, not manipulation. The moment you stop playing games, you take control of your own happiness. You build relationships based on trust, achieve success through hard work, and attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are. Instead of wasting time on tricks and mind games, focus on being real. In the end, authenticity always wins.